In the spiritual realm of traumatic loss of meaning, within the abyss of despair and hopelessness, individuals find themselves disconnected from the totality of existence. They no longer feel in relationship with the world, having fallen out of all familiar and meaning-creating connections. The unfamiliar and the numinous dimension thrust upon them by their traumatic experience leads to a profound alienation from both the self and the world. Traumatized individuals become lost, helpless in the face of a seemingly indifferent cosmos. Traumatic experiences can profoundly shatter the ego's role as a central authority of our consciousness. Such experiences may cause a significant disruption and disintegration of the existing ego structures, leading to a breakdown of the previous mental framework. The concepts of self-regulation, control, and the awareness of being an intentional individual, which was all possible due to a healthy ego, may no longer apply. Instead, due to the traumatic event, one feels helpless, at the mercy of external forces, and lacking autonomy. When the boundaries of the ego is overrun by the traumatic experience, it undergoes a significant devaluation, losing its previous significance and facing the threat of fragmentation and destruction. The ego, which was once a source of identity, now appears useless, and a profound vulnerability takes over. This experience of ego annihilation is a form of psychological death. The concept of the ego passing away is present in mystical writings that explore transpersonal states of awareness. When boundaries dissolve and trauma leaves an emptiness, it can be viewed as liberation from attachment, diminishing the significance of connection to the material world. The immaterial realm may gain profound significance, leading to unforeseen developments. Confronting death may lead to boundary experiences, resulting in states of transparency. Faced with the limits of life, one loses the familiar sense of physical existence, and an awareness of another reality emerges, something indescribable but deeply meaningful, transcending the ego. Traumatic experiences activate primal layers of the psyche, creating an emotional landscape filled with archetypal symbols. Archetypal suffering often prompts the use of religious and mythological language to articulate the inexpressible. Trauma is likened to an experience of hell or God in exile, a frightening encounter with the dark side of the divine. There is an image of a concealed God whose absence makes us perceive heaven as an abyss, subjecting us to the archetypal sense of being cast out and forsaken, akin to the biblical Job. The aftermath of a traumatic experience is metaphorically described as a yawning abyss, a black hole, a void, or the experience of anti-creation, symbolizing a profound rupture in the psyche. Trauma can be understood as a disruption in meaning, where the container of one's experiences is shattered and the connection between the ego and the self is severed. However, it also possesses the potential to act as a catalyst for a transformative shift in one's life orientation. Trauma has the power to compel the emergence of extraordinary capacities, both creative and destructive. When trauma occurs, it triggers a profound reorganization of our perception of the world and ourselves.